Welcome back to Colorado and Company. Thanks for joining us. You know, Aurora, Colorado is a very special place for many reasons, including the work being done globally. Aurora is a sister city. Now, here to explain all the exciting things taking place around the world is Carlin Shorb. It's nice to see you, Carlin. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So first off, let's start with what sister city means.
Sure. A sister city, now these exist all over the country here in the United States, but a sister city, broadly speaking, is a sort of a long-term diplomatic relationship between two cities or municipalities. Generally speaking, it's an opportunity for two cities to exchange information, ideas, education, culture.
That's good. Better themselves, improve themselves.
Absolutely.
And what sister cities does Aurora have?
Aurora has 4 sister cities currently. We have a sister city in a city called Zielona Góra, Poland, Sonyam City, South Korea, Hako, Costa Rica, and Adama, Ethiopia, which is our newest sister city.
And how diverse is Aurora?
Aurora actually is the most diverse city in Colorado,
Really?
believe it or not. Yes. So internationally speaking, according to a study that was done by the Aurora Public Schools, over 131 languages are spoken in the Aurora Public School District.
Wow, that's impressive.
And the U.S. Census shows that we're the most, diverse with regards to our immigrant population.
That's fantastic. And what does it take to be a sister city? I mean, how is this combination happening?
Sure. So generally speaking, it's a diplomatic relationship between two cities, and so a sister city occurs when the mayor of each city sign what's called a memorandum of understanding, and that memorandum of understanding actually lists out sort of what the relationship is going to be between the two global cities.
And what are your big goals?
Our big goals for Aurora Sister Cities, actually, we're a very new organization. We were started last year, so some of our goals are focused on growing our infrastructure and funding our programming. Big current goals, though, include a lot of projects related to our Adama, Ethiopia sister city and our Sanyam city.
And tell me about that.
City.
That's the newest relationship was with Ethiopia, right?
Yes. So
how exciting.
Yes, it was very, very exciting. Last summer, we brought a delegation from Adama, Ethiopia to Aurora to participate in Aurora's Global Fest, which is a really great event in and of itself. And they signed, along with Mayor Steve Hogan, the mayor of Aurora, a memorandum of understanding that said that Adama was going to be Aurora's newest sister city. It was the first sister city relationship between Aurora and another global city in 15 years, so it was kind of a big deal. And then the delegation came here, signed the memorandum of understanding, toured a lot of our facilities, infrastructure, that sort of thing. And then in February, we actually led a delegation to Adama, Ethiopia.
And tell me more about the recent delegation. What's the purpose of it?
The purpose of the delegation, there's a lot to be said about the Ethiopian culture. They're actually very formal. It was very important for them that we reciprocate the visit so that we could have a better understanding of their institutions, their educational institutions, their city institutions, their cultural institutions. And so when we brought the delegation here to visit Aurora, it was with the understanding that we would lead a formal delegation, a diplomatic delegation to Adama, Ethiopia to reciprocate. We spent about 5.5 days in country, and we visited educational institutions, city institutions, medical facilities. It was quite the trip.
Important and so empowering too.
Yes.
That's wonderful. And talk a little bit about how we can help. I understand you have a book drive coming up, so give me the details on that.
So we have 2 very big initiatives related to Adama, Ethiopia, sister city. The first one is a book drive. We launched a book drive on June 15th, and the book drive is designed to support 3 schools and a public library in Adama, Ethiopia. One of the most impactful things for me in going to Adama, Ethiopia was when we toured the library. We entered the library and it was a wonderful building, but I mean, we were literally looking at empty bookshelves. I mean, and they mentioned when we asked them about the library and we asked them about the schools, the library in particular said on the weekends they get over 600 people visiting the library, and they just don't have the books to support those kinds of visits. And so when we came back,
craving education.
Absolutely. Yeah. Education is incredibly important for the Ethiopian people. The Ethiopian government is currently investing a lot in its education and its children in particular. So anything that we can do to help is very, very important.
That's wonderful. And on top of the education, like you said, building the library, what about the medical needs? How is Aurora helping with that?
So currently we're partnering with a local NGO called Project Cure to help send about $500,000 worth of medical supplies to the public hospital in Adama, Ethiopia. We have to raise $25,000 to do that, but it's a really, really great deal. One of the institutions that we visited when we were in Adama in February was the public hospital. It's under construction, so really what we saw was something being built that they didn't have enough money to finish a building, and an outdoor clinic that was, 3 slabs of concrete right next to each other and people standing in line. So there's a huge need to help build an infrastructure fund support.
Let me give information but thank you for what you're doing, and tell the mayor of Aurora, Steve, great job. You're doing good things over there in Aurora. Aurora Sister Cities International is a wonderful way to stay in our own state, while of course still helping others around the world. Please learn more online. Go to aurorasistercities.org. You can also call 303-739-7120. And don't forget to donate books for Ethiopia. Now until July 18th, literature is needed for students K through 12. And information for drop-off locations is online under View Events. Check it out. Pay it forward. It'll make you feel good for sure.